All right, let's do another movement floor together. We'll start this one standing up. With your wrists, maybe flick your heels up a little bit. Switch direction with the wrists. Breathe. Elbows, keep moving the feet. Switch direction with the elbows. Remember to just do what works for you, so you could ignore things, you can modify. And then arms down by your sides, get into the shoulders. Let the feet just be stable. Shoulders backwards. Big circles with the ankles and the knees again. Switch with the arms. Arms crossed. Little circles with the hips. Which you can go slower if you want. You can move side to side, so across your feet like this. Your toes, heels. Then open. And then switch. And then you could go onto your tiptoes, heels, go slow. Bring these up. You're going to take 3 steps in between. So I bring it up and then I go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So little toe taps, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you could go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Or quicker. Try this. Opposite hand, opposite foot. 3 steps in between. Slow again. 2, boom, 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 boom. With your speed, breathe. And from here, opposite hand to the inside of the knee, 3 steps in between. And try this. Maybe you don't touch your foot, maybe you don't get that far because you bend your leg, right? And then so the foot comes up a little bit more. Go slow, which is more difficult. Relax for a sec. Next one, you just did that. Now, inside part of the elbow. Might not get that far, it's just there. You could hold it. Make sure you breathe in and breathe out. Relax again, keep breath back. You can do the same thing, but then look back. So this is the leg that's coming up. I'll look over the shoulder, but you just kind of take it easy. So it's like, ooh. Hold it for a sec. And then relax. Let's do some floor work. If we give you a chance to get your breath back, you can tuck your toes if you want, go on the tops of your feet, you can stay standing up. Or if you're sitting down, you can pull the instep, the top of the foot underneath the heel. So it could be that. And then sit on your pelvis in contact with the heels a little bit. And you might not agree with your thighs and your knees, so you have to work up to it. Interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders up and back, long spine, relax your head, breathe. Might be out of breath after doing those standing moves, so breathing. Expand the stomach. On cross. Breathe in, release. Switch. Palm facing backwards. Long spine, open the chest, open the shoulders, breathe. Expand the stomach on the in-breath. Hands forwards, turn them out, cross them over, bring them together. Leave them down if you want, bring them up. Hands down, switch the one that's on top, up you go. Everyday shoulder stretches, right? Release. All right. All fours. Spread your fingers wide, hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the heel of the palm from side to side. Keep your arms pretty straight. A little bit of wrist mobility. Point your fingers towards the left and the right. Start with your hips, ribs, shoulders. Let the head catch up, move side to side. Hips, ribs, shoulders, head catches up. Go slow if you want. Point fingertips towards yourself. Might not point all the way back to start off with. So you got to figure it out for yourself. You can on the tops of your feet, you can tuck your toes, you can lean back a little bit, don't hurt your wrists. And just release it. Back to the hands over, spread your fingers, open your thumbs, bend your arms slightly, draw your elbows in a little bit. And then from here, if you want, my knees are hips width apart. So I'm going to pull, I'm not moving the knees together, but I'm pulling the thighs inwards. And then when I pull the thighs inwards, like I'll switch the core on and round back slightly. And then just release it all. And then again, draw the thighs towards themselves, keep the arms bent, keep the elbows drawn in, keep breathing, open the fingers, open the thumbs. Release. Finger stand, take most of the weight into your feet and your knees, point your thumbs towards themselves. And then just lean back a little bit. Again, you can stay high if you want. Get your wrists out. Spinal mobility. Hands shoulder width wide, fingers open, spread. Neutral spine, then tuck your tailbone, pull your core up, push the ground away, chin chest. Breathe out. Flick your tailbone out, hollow through your back, drop your belly a little bit, head comes up a tad. Breathe in, and then tuck the tailbone, through your vertebrae, core up, chin chest. Flick it out. And then again, in your own time. Next time your chin goes towards your chest, pull your thighs in again towards themselves, but leave your knees in the same place. And then release it. And then again. And then relax. Take your right leg back. You can just do single leg if you want. Tuck your toes under. You can pulse. And you can switch. You can stay on the single leg. Or you could step back with both legs, high plank, or put your knees down and just be strong. You can decide, move forwards and backwards if you want. Get your hips up into your down dog, feet hips width apart. Start to walk it out. Not bringing your foot off the ground. And you bend in one leg. Pressing down a little bit into the straight leg hip. Whilst you're breathing. Remember, you can take a break and put your knees down if you want. So you're in down dog, look to your belly button, draw your chin to your chest, lift your heels, roll through your spine. And then go to high plank and hold. Then you can put your knees down if you want. Press your hips back up to down dog. A little bend in your legs, push back, open your shoulders, and then if you want, you could straighten your legs. Do another rolling wave, chin the chest, lift your heels, roll through your spine. You can go high plank. You can drop your knees down, go on the tops of your feet. You've got lower back stuff going on, you can release it a little bit so you can drop forwards. Externally rotate your forearms. Breathe in. Up your toes, chin the chest, push into your shoulders, take your hips up. Back to down dog. Bring your left foot forwards, turn your left foot out maybe 30 degrees. And just see if you can get that foot flat. Maybe, maybe not. Just breathe. You're going to switch. Right foot forwards, turn it out 30 degrees. Keep the right leg straight. Back to down dog. Another rolling wave if you want. Lift your heels. Bring your pubic bone towards your navel. Shorten the front line of the body. Arms are straight and strong. Hips descend. If you want, you can keep your knees up. Push some energy back into your heels. Tighten your belly button a little bit. Or you can put your knees down. Chin chest. Back to down dog. Put your knees down. Have a rest. Breathe. You know, some of the moves are tricky, which sometimes they are. Don't get disheartened. Just look at it and go, okay, I'd maybe work towards that one day, but right now I'll just modify it. So, you know, be okay with challenging yourself within your capabilities. 4 fours, right leg back, forward by left, high plank, press back to down dog. Bring your left foot forwards, turn it out 30 degrees. Keep the left leg straight, lift the right heel to the bum. That could be one stage, or you could open the hip slightly, called a scorpion. And you can switch feet, right foot down, turn it out 30 degrees, right leg straight, left heel to the bum, open the left hip. If you can breathe. Come back down again. It looks simple, but it's a little bit of a challenging move. All right, we'll do a little move. It's not a little move, actually. It's pretty good for a lot of different things. But I'll show you what it looks like in the end product, and then we'll see how we might get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the left leg bent, right leg straight. See how the right toes are pointed right now. I'm going to pull them back, pull them back, pull them back towards the knee. Switch it on, so I'm on the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot is flat on the floor, so the heel's not up. Left knee is drawn out, not in. This hand here, the base hand, the right hand, is not right next to the bum. It's on the hip line, and then it just goes out from there. So it's not really behind, it's not in front, hip line out. Spread your fingers. Notice how the shoulder is not stacked over the wrist yet. This arm is free, left arm, so in a sec, it's going to slice over the straight leg and go up. So actually, even while you're sitting down on the ground, you can just switch everything on. Don't have to go anywhere yet, and then slice over the straight leg. And then the palm faces down, the arm tries to follow in a straight line, so it's not going up, it's here, for now anyway. And then make sure that your feet are a little ways apart. So this one's not like completely out to the side, probably about there. It's also not down here, so about there. And then just check it out. So I'm going to slice up, hips go up, knee doesn't collapse in, palm facing down, shoulder stacked over wrist. When I come back down, I'm going to bring the hand in front of the face with the palm facing out. So we'll call it a warrior's bridge, right? Switch sides. So you set everything up. Right heel is not right next to the bum. It could be, but for now, let's just put it about there. So right foot flat, knee straight up and down, not in. Here you're doing an external rotation of the thigh. Drop onto the outside edge. You're not pointing your toes, you're pulling your toes back. Hand next to the hip goes out, spread your fingers. Hand ready, slice up without bringing your bum off the floor. Come back down. If you want, you go up. Notice that. push it out, hips up, side body, rather than trying to push your chest up. And back down, hand blocks face. Switch it around, bridge up. Might take you a little while to figure out all of the parts. You don't even have to switch it around, you could just stay on the same side. You like do, 2 or 3 with the same side. And back up, and down, and then relax. So we'll call that Warrior's Bridge. How might you get there from the down dog? Check it out. Down dog, feet together. Right leg back. Leg is in a straight line, yeah. Draw the heel to the bum. Raise the other heel. Leg under the body. Hold it there. You'll bend this leg. And then from here, you're going to turn your toes out to the left. Leg is still bent. I'm going to sit on the floor for now. You can see I'm now in this shape, right? And then I'll bridge up. Come back down. How do I get out of it? Bend the leg. This leg is going to straighten. I'm going to pivot on the ball of this foot. I'm going to base this hand. This leg's going to be off the ground in a sec, so just check it out. Hit the leg back, slow it down. So I was doing the other side, left leg back in a straight line, heel to bum, raise the other one, left knee under the body, hold it with the core, bend the right leg, and then as I turn the right toes, I base the right foot. I can sit down. This will be in a little bit, so I want to stack it, extend, bridge, come back down. I'm sitting down for a rest. I'm going to bend the left leg, pivot on the ball of the right foot, straighten the right leg, base the right hand, take it back. Move it down, put your legs down, have a rest. A great little move, so we'll call it an internal dancing dog from Budokon Yoga style. Also Warrior's Bridge, Budokon Yoga style as well. So we'll do it again. So all fours, high plank, down dog. Maybe you can pause the video if you want as well. Bring your feet together. Extend your right leg back in a straight line. Your hips are neutral, so that means they're pointing down to the ground. Chest is pointing down to the ground. Draw your right heel to your bum. Lift your left heel. Right leg under the body. Pull it up with the core a little bit. Bend the left leg. Turn the left toes out. Stack the left knee over the ankle. And then you can extend out. Again, I'm sitting down for now. Just have a rest and I'll bridge it. Come back down. When I rechamber or bend the right leg, lift the bum off the floor. I'm going to pivot on the left foot, base the left hand, take the right leg back, float it down. We go straight to the other side, left leg back, heel to bum, raise the other one, left leg under the body, hold it with the core, bend the right leg, turn the right toes out, base the right foot, right knee over right ankle, extend the left leg straight, slice up, Warrior's Bridge, come back down, rechamber and bend the left leg, pivot on the ball of the right foot, straighten the right leg, base the right hand, take the left leg back straight, float it down, put your legs down, have a rest, catch your breath again. So I think that'll do for this little workout. Maybe we'll just do a little bit of stretching. Your right leg forwards. Hips straight ahead. Hands down, hands on either side of the front foot. Lift your toes up on your right foot and then just put them back down again. And then from here, if you feel like it, you can tuck your back toes. This is quite a difficult sort of stretch. So you can come up and you can just straighten your front leg and be okay with that. If you want a little bit more, start to sit back with control. Don't collapse around here. This is quite a strong forward position. Straighten your front leg, walk your hands forwards or not. You could be here. Flatten your front foot. Bring your hands on the inside of the right foot, hands shoulder width apart. Lift your back leg up, long straight line. From the back of the heels through the crown and head, long spine, lizard pose. Lift your toes up on your right foot. Put it back down again. Bring your back knee down. Try this if you want. You can bring your front foot, bring the arch of the foot on the inside of the knee. And then the heel is also on the inside. And I can lower the knee down. On the instep of the right foot. You can stay like that, or you can walk back, get your hips a little bit lower. Don't hurt your front knee or your ankle. Just kind of ease into it or not. You could tuck your back toes if you want. You can go on the top of the back foot. Take your hands out a little bit wide. There can be flat hands, or you could go finger stand, thumbs pointing towards themselves, elbows over wrists, draw the shoulders up and back. You can do a swan position, so you bring your stomach down, your chest, draw your chin to your chest, come back up, go back down. As you come up, breathe in. As you go down, breathe out. Drop onto your outside of your right hip. You're going to bend your left leg slightly. I call this an S-sit. Base your right hand behind. And then from here, you can push your hips up, push your chest forwards. And then circle your arm in a big arc. Breathe in. You can follow the hand with your eyes if you want. Get into the chest, get into the shoulder, come back down again. And here you can walk the back foot around into your version of this twist position. Might be there, might be there, might be there. Long spine. Again, you got variations, right? Opposite hand. Where you just here. Or elbow underneath your knee. Arm follows the line of the thigh. Or both. Here. To decide which one works. Release. Left leg forwards. One hand on either side. You might not be able to get your hands down, so maybe fingertips, maybe fists, maybe flat hands. Top of the back foot, in a low lunge. Go to back toes, slide your hips back, straighten your front leg, split leg stretch. And you got options, you can stay up and go on the top of your foot. And here, go out, point your toes up, pull them back. Base your front foot, hands on the inside, back knee up, long spine, lizard pose. Lift the toes up on your front foot, put them back down. Back knee down, top of the back foot. Throw this front foot in. Then knee on the inside. And lower down slowly. Walk your foot back if you want, get your hips lower. Hands can go wide, fingertips, elbows over wrists, shoulders up and back. Swan, stomach, chest, draw the chin in, come back up, breathe in, back down again. Drop onto your left hip, bend your right leg slightly, face your left hand. As you bridge your hips up, push your hips forwards, open your chest. Big circle. Keep breathing. Follow it with your eyes. Relax. Come into your low squat. Hands behind on the floor. Move a little bit. And your fingertips. That might be enough, right? Try to have your feet roughly similar, so one's not out and the other one's in, or whatever it is. Bring a hand forwards or not. If you're struggling, just stay here, just move. And then begin to walk forwards a little bit eventually, right? Or if you're easy with this, you're not creating any pain in your knees, this is fine. Just relax, long spine. You can even lean your hands forwards a little bit, fingertips on the ground. Relax, work up to being in a low squat. And then come back down to the ground again. Okay, that'll do. See you later.